Hi there, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another weekly Forex Outlook. Last week, I actually made a whole video, like an almost 25 minutes long video. And while I was editing, I realized that my mic was not on. In fact, let me even check now just to make sure. Okay, we are good now. Just to make sure that doesn't repeat itself again. So I wasn't able to put the video out. That's why I didn't have a video out last week. But this week we're definitely going to um be putting this video out. Last week I took three trades. I took a trade on USD JPY, AED JPY, and Euro GBP. The three trades are still active. I'm holding them over the weekend. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the chart. So USD JPY, I'm in a sell on USD JPY. On the weekly time frame, you can see that we're bearish, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower. I'm looking here for a potential lower high that could push the market down for a lower low. Okay, we go over to the daily time frame. You can see the market was also bearish, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. I thought it's back up for a potential lower high. Now on the 4-hour time frame was where I entered my trade. You could see the 4-hour time frame was initially starting to move bullish. It was making lower lows and lower highs, and it came here and made higher high, higher low, higher high, came here, made a double top, break of the neckline, retest, and engulfing. Okay, this was where I got my entry, stop loss above, target below. Okay, the market is currently at this region over here. So I'm anticipating that selling pressure could come in somewhere around here and push the market to the downside. So I'm bearish on USD JPY. I just hope that the market doesn't come and tag me out before start heading to the downside, because when the market opens by 10 Asian session, I don't want any of that craziness, that fake move before the move down. But I still feel like my stop loss is at a reasonable distance that could accommodate any kind of fluctuation that would happen around here. So really the same premise for AED JPY. The market was bearish, flipped bullish. If you go over to the weekly time frame, you could see that the market is actually bearish, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, potential lower high that could be pushing the market down for a lower low. Go over to the daily time frame. The market made this double top, tried to make a higher high, but failed to continue at this level to push in to make a higher low and push up for a higher high. So it made bearish on the weekly, bearish. So when the market failed here, go over to the 4-hour time frame, you will see the market was bullish, low high, higher low, higher high. This was meant to be a higher low point that will push the market for a higher high. Market came and made a lower low, a lower high. So after this lower high here, I executed my sales, stop loss above, target below. So I'm anticipating that selling pressure will come in somewhere around here and push the market to the downside. So the last trade I took was a trade on Euro GBP. Very quickly you could see this market made this sort of left head and right shoulder. The market has broken the neckline, is retesting, looking for bearish pressure to the downside. If you look at this 4-hour, you'll be like, where did I get my entry signal? I actually got it on a 3-hour time frame. When the market retested here, you could see this nice bearish engulfing. So I entered my sales here, stop loss above, take profit below. So I'm just going to be sitting back and watching to see what the market is going to do. So for this week, the first pair on my list is actually GBP card. I'm bearish on GBP card. I initially had I was initially bullish on GBP card because it's in an uptrend. But then again, if you look at the time frame from the higher time frame, from the weekly time frame, you can see that the market has made a strong bullish push and there has been no pullback. So if you go over to the daily time frame, you will see now that the market is stalling. The market made a higher high. This was meant to be a higher low that will push the market up for a higher high. But right now the market is just giving us signs that it might want to give us the weekly pullback, and that's what I'm going to be anticipating for this week. So this is going to be off. So if we would see a break of this support level, a retest, I'll be looking for sales to sell all the way to this weekly previous support level over here. Similar for Euro card, or Euro card has actually hit the weekly level above. Okay, it has actually given us, so this is actually a cleaner setup because it has hit the strong weekly level above, so it's due for a pullback. So you could anticipate that. On the daily time frame, you can see the market has stalled and is slowly grinding to the downside. So it's safe to assume that the market wants to come and give us like a pullback on Euro card. So if you go over to the 4-hour time frame, we're just going to be waiting for a break of structure, which we seem to be having now. Have this sort of left head, right shoulder break of the neckline. So what I would want to see is like a bigger push to the downside, a pullback, and I look for entries for sales to the downside. Card JPY, I'm bearish on card JPY. However, the daily time frame has not given me the sort of bearish structure I would love to see. On the weekly time frame, you can see, and the market is bearish, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. The market has tested this area here for a potential lower high, but I would want to see the market break below this level of support here before executing my sales. So I want to see something like this, break below, retest, reject, and I look for sales to the downside. NZD-CHF is one pair that I'm actually interested in. I missed these sales last week. And if you go over the market from the higher time frame, you can see that it was also in a bearish structure, low high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and it rejected strongly off of this weekly level. If you go over to the daily time frame, you can see the market came here, it made this double top break, but it failed to hold above the neckline. So it gave us this sort of bullish structure initially, low high, higher low, higher high, higher low, potential higher low, but it never made a higher high. So it made a high low, lower high, lower low, and it came back to retest. And if you remember, on the weekly and the daily time frame, you could see that we're bearish. So as soon as the market shifted bearish, it is safe to assume that the market is ready to dump back to the downside. But I missed this trade here. If the market is able to come back to revisit this level, I would not mind entering a sell over here. I'll put an alert here. I'll not mind entering a sell over at this region over here. Okay, so I'm bearish on NZD-CHF. NZD-JPY, I'm also bearish on NZD-JPY for the same reasons I've been bearish on all the other pairs. For the same reason, see the strong bearish pin bar rejection of the weekly time frame of this weekly level. So the daily time frame is still looking like it's bullish, double top, break, retest. So while I'm bearish, I could see that the market on the daily and the 4-hour time frame, it needs to violate this support for me to look into getting involved in this position. So we're just going to be anticipating a high, low, lower high, lower low before we can look for positions around here at the next potential lower high to continue the trend to the downside. So while I'm bearish on the NZD-JPY, I have to wait for the market to take out and retest this level before looking for positions. And last but not the least on my list of pairs is AUDCHF. I'm bearish on AUDCHF. I'm bearish on AUDCHF. The markets on the weekly time frame, you can see high, low, lower high, potential to lower low. So the market has tested this previous level of support, and I've used it as resistance. So I'd like to continue the trend to trade with the trend. So this is it here, lower high, lower low, lower high. So I'm going to be anticipating a lower low, pull back for a lower high before I look for sales to the downside. So on the 4-hour time frame, I'm going to wait for a break of this level, retest, rejection, then I look for sales to the downside. Let's go over to the indices. Let's see if we have anything interesting. Let's see. US 30, the market has actually broken the neckline of this sort of double top and is now retesting. For me to be interested in taking a trade on this pair, I need to see like a chart pattern, and I'm seeing this sort of not so clean head and shoulder right here, but I'll need to see like a break, a retest of a level like this before looking for sales to the downside. But the market is bearish, is very heavily bearish to the downside. So I'm just going to be waiting for a change in structure, because the way this market has approached this resistance level, you will see lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and the market came up in like a bullish structure. So I'm actually going to want to see a change in structure. Maybe this market pulls up a little bit, comes down, breaks, retests, and I'll be looking for a sell, something like this. Sell from somewhere here to continue the trend to the downside. US oil, let's go over to the higher time frame. US oil has hit this strong level of weekly support and is currently rejecting, but we are still bearish. Daily time frame, we have this sort of consolidation around here. 4-hour time frame, basically the same thing. I would like to see a change of structure. We have this sort of one top, and get another top, rejection. I'll be looking for sales to continue the trend. But if this doesn't happen, if the market comes strong enough to break above this level, then I'll be looking for buys to the upside. But I favor the downside more, because the higher time frames are pointing more to the downside. SPX 500. SPS 500. You can see the market is heavily bearish. Let me go over to the daily time frame. 4-hour time frame. Yeah. The market has given us this sort of double top. For me to consider selling, I would like to see a break of this level, retest, then I can look for sales to the downside, or break above, retest, and look for buys to the upside. Last but not the least, NAS 100. NAS 100 is bearish. Let's see where I can look for possible. This area over here is quite messy. It's quite messy. This is a consolidation, and I'm not going to want to trade inside of a consolidation. So I would either want a break of this level to the upside, or a break below this level, retest to the downside. That is one of both of the scenarios that I'm going to be interested in. Last but not the least, let's go and see Bitcoin. Oh my days. Bitcoin is, I'm actually, let's see. Wow. I'm actually bullish on Bitcoin. I'm actually bullish on Bitcoin as of now, and I'll show you why. I'm going to show you guys why. Bitcoin has pushed massively to the downside. It has dumped massively to the downside without any form of retest on either of these levels, on the neckline of this double top or on this previous level of resistance. So I was initially expecting the market to get down to the 71k before having this bounce that it's having, but the market is rejection off of this 77, 76 level and is giving us the kind of like pullback that we haven't seen in weeks. So go over to the daily time frame. You could see we took a trade from somewhere here 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, and it hit our take profit somewhere here. But I was anticipating another push to the downside. I think I took another position here and I ended up losing that one. But this is just showing us that the market is looking to have like a deeper pullback, maybe probably to somewhere here before having the next leg to the downside. So on the 4-hour time frame or even on the weekly time frame, you will see how this level is, the market is rejecting this level over here. We have this like morning star kind of formation, so there could be a potential pullback maybe to somewhere here or here. So we're just going to be looking to take advantage of that pullback in this week. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, you can see the market was bearish. We took sales from here, stop loss above, and the market hit our take profits. Now lower high, lower low, as the market is shifting in structure. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher low over here. So on the 1-hour time frame is where I'm seeing this left head, right shoulder, and the market has taken out the neckline over here. So we could have like buys at this level like so, stop loss below, target above like so. So I'm bullish, short-term bullish on Bitcoin this week. Okay, I'm short-term bullish on Bitcoin this week. I could be completely wrong. The market can just tank, and the market tanks this way, I'm not going to be interested until the market comes and take out significant levels like this before I'm looking for sales. I want the market to at least approach this level before we can reevaluate and see if we can look for positions up to this level. If that doesn't happen, then the market just tanks and stops us out, tanks all the way to the downside. So that's going to be all for this video, guys. If you are interested, you can get into these trades like right now, or put a sell or put a buy limit somewhere here and watch and see if the market is going to move higher from here or not. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Do also like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video to trader friends and family. I'm trying to make the videos more straight to the point, not a whole bunch of pairs. Just the pairs that I feel like have a good potential of moving for the week, not just breaking down all the pairs on my list like I normally do. But I think this is going to be more efficient and it's going to make the video more concise and straight to the point. So I'll catch you guys in the very next video. Bye for now.